Hey college girl, it's your girl Virginia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited. I have not been as consistent with posting just because it is my senior year, and so I'm tied up with trying to make sure I get everything good over here because I do not want to come on my channel and tell y'all to get your life together while I do not have my life together. You will not find me as a hypocrite, okay? Also, great news. So for the month of May, I will be doing a 10% discount on my college girl planners. This discount only applies to the first 10 orders and for the month of May and for deliveries. This will not apply to pickup orders at all. Be sure to read into my blog. My blog goes with my video. It's more in-depth of a reading if you're more of a reader rather than listening to videos or podcasts. So I cater to readers as well. Today's video will pertain to this is why your season is difficult. Things are difficult because you are at the finish line. When you are at the finish line, everything suddenly feels so real. Everything suddenly feels so difficult. Somebody may have passed away. You may have lost a job. You may have gone through a breakup. It almost feels like God is throwing rocks at you, throwing stones. And you're like, what did I do to deserve this? How is she getting what I have worked so hard for? How are they getting what I have wanted all my life? And it's not that the things that you want are not going to come. It is that maybe you need some more pruning because what you want actually exceeds the expectations of what you are about to receive. See, sometimes the things that we ask for are too small for how big of a destiny that we have. Sometimes we aren't thinking big enough. We say that we want a Subaru, but what if God wants to give you a BMW? And I'm not saying Subarus are bad. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying sometimes we ask for the bare minimum when we're meant to experience luxury. And it's not that we don't think we deserve such luxury. It's that we have not trained ourselves to think beyond our capacity. We are so trained to live within this realm of what we call reality. An example I can give is, and I always believe in the power of the tongue. This is such a common phrase. I'm broke. Oh, I ain't got it right now. I'm broke. Why are you saying you're broke? It's not that you're broke. It's that you are waiting for the point in time where it is appropriate to acquire this item. You are not in the season to acquire this item. We have to watch what we say because we speak into our own downfalls. We speak into our own failures, into our own limitations. So it is not that you are broke. It is that you are not in the season where you are equipped to acquire what you would like. You're not equipped to just be a specialist. You're equipped to be the CEO. You're not just equipped to be the representative. You're equipped to be the president of the company. Just because what you look like and the environment that you are in does not resemble the heights that you will reach does not mean that you are not equipped for that height. It does not mean that you are not equipped for where you are meant to be. This feeds into knowing who you are. Allow yourself to be pruned. Allow yourself to go through difficulties. It's not that you're struggling. It's not that you're broke. You just don't know how to move forward with your circumstance. You do not know how to reroute. You are not good at finding solutions, nor are you good at creating your own solutions. Well, Virginia, how do I do that? always know what your plan B is. And I'm not talking about the kind of plan B where if I don't become a lawyer, I'll become a doctor. If I don't become a doctor, I'll become a consultant. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about knowing how to work with what you have. Knowing how to deconstruct the circumstance that you are in. This does not mean freak out. This does not mean fight, but this means cry. This means understand your pain. This means trying to understand the season so you know how to move accordingly. He doesn't want you, okay, well, what is it that I can work on in this time of singleness? This job doesn't want me, okay, what qualities do I need for the job that I'm about to go into, and how can I work to get there? Maybe it's going to require that it's not a traditional position. Maybe it's going to require that I understand that this is the type of work that requires a hustle mentality. This job requires me being ready at all times possible. This job requires me being a beast. And when I'm a beast, that means that I can't take things personally. You have to understand what your pruning season means. You have to understand that before it gets good, it gets worse. And you have to be okay with that. You have to accept that. Allow yourself to understand what comes with being a beast at what you do. Allow yourself to understand, like deeply, like internally, not just knowing, not just acknowledging, but to recognize. Let's put it this way. Imagine there are a group of people that you absolutely love, but you also understand that y'all are in two different lives. And you are in two different lives because you have two different paths, two different personalities, two different ways about going about life and making certain decisions. So you recognize who they are. You recognize what their life comes with. But you also recognize the journey that you're trying to go on. And maybe it just doesn't fit the two of you, right? Maybe it doesn't fit the group of friends that you have, the life that you're trying to live, the resources that you're trying to acquire, the luxury that you're trying to experience. Maybe they don't want to live a life of luxury. Maybe they want to understand comfort and to enjoy that comfort, but you're looking at a different height. You're looking at a different path, a different journey. And so it's the same thing with being in your pruning season. You have to understand where God is trying to take you. You have to understand what God is trying to show you. And once you have accepted that, once you have understood that, all the pieces of the puzzle just start to come together. All of a sudden, you're like, I understand why plan A didn't work. I understand the path I would have taken if I had went through plan A. Because if I went to plan A, I would have accepted the bare minimum of myself. If I went through plan A, I would have been walking down a path that I did not choose for myself, but that my family probably chose for me, that people told me to go down. Not necessarily something I wanted to do. And no, it is not supposed to be easy. It is going to feel like a storm has hit you. It's going to feel purposeful. It's going to feel like, why are you doing this to me? But things are not happening to you. They are happening for you. And I know this sounds easier said than done, but once you start putting it into practice, once you start changing your routine, once you start creating your vision boards, once you start changing your circle, it all makes sense. Then you have patience. Then you see the alignment come into play. But you have to let it happen. You have to accept the hardships. You have to accept that some people can't come with you. You have to accept that some journeys can't come with you. You have to accept that some habits just have to change. You just have to be a completely different person. Allow yourself to be unrecognizable in this season. It is hard because you are being pruned of who you were. It's hard because you're not meant to be who you are right now. You're not meant to have the things that you have right now. You're meant for greater. You're meant to think beyond all capacity, beyond what you think is even possible, beyond what you think is even realistic. That is why it's hard right now. That's why things are not working out. That's why that door closed for you. That is why you got fired. That is why you got dumped. So baby, things are about to get good. College girl, things are about to get great. Life is about to taste too sweet. The fruits of your labor are going to taste like another flavor you've never had before. It won't be vanilla, it won't be chocolate, it won't be strawberry, it won't be like mango, but it might be lime. It's gonna be unexpected. Allow it to be unexpected. Let it happen. It hurts. It's hard. Cry it out. Journal it out. Yell it out. Do what you have to do in the season of pruning. Allow yourself to be stripped of who you once were so that you can become the beast you never knew you could be. College girl, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button for more content. Don't forget to join my self-growth and self-development group chat at the link in my bio. And don't forget to also interact in the chat. Don't be shy. Introduce yourself. Tell us about your day. Tell us about the new things that you are learning, the new things that you are listening to. Share with us your knowledge, because this is a place where you can be your best self. This is not a place where we are limited to who the world thinks we should be. Okay? I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, college girl. Mwah.